Hi there. Welcome to this VRTY learning video. My name is Kingston and I am one of the co-founders of VRTY. In this particular video, I'll take you through the platform, how to log in, and I'll give you a quick orientation of the site. So let's get started. You can see here that I have opened up a Google Chrome internet browser. I have typed in the URL for the platform, which is pro.vrty.io, and it takes me to this login page. The login page here, once you have your account, you type in your email, enter your password, and click login. If you are using a single sign-on feature through the school or your business, then click on with Microsoft or with your Google, and it will allow you into the platform. On the chance that you have forgotten your password and you need to reset it, then click on to this particular link, which is lost password, and you'll go through a little process where it will reset your password and send it to your email address. If you'd like to read the VRTY policies and terms of use, then please click on this button here. So I'm going to go ahead and log into my account. Okay, so this is the dashboard view of the VRTY platform. It's broken up into sections. On the left-hand side here, we see the main menu items that will help you navigate and to create and build and share and use the site. We also have these big tiles in the middle, which really at the moment is about just helping you get to different parts of the site more quickly. The top right is our admin features, and the bottom right here we have news and notifications. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this, and what you can see is along here are all the news about our particular platform. Goes back a few months, introducing new features that we've launched or any new content or fixes that we've been doing. If you want to have a look at some of the blogs, you can click on this and you can then see some of the content that we are outputting, just to have a read. Now, if you want that to go away, you click on the little X here and it'll go away. If you want to check on your account, let's click on that and go to the account setting. Here, really, you can just input information about your account details, so your first name, last name, phone number, if you'd like. And then also here, you can change your password if you'd like to do that. If you are an admin for your account, then you'll also have additional features that talk about your subscription and also how much data and storage you're currently using on the account. From there, if we go back to the dashboard, we can have a look around, and the three other little features up here. One is report a bug. So it looks like a little bug. So you click on that. If you're experiencing any issues on the site, if something doesn't work or if you think that it's broken, then please type in your experience here and click on the submit button, and we'll go through to our developers and we'll check out that issue. The other thing you can also do is if you get to a page and you go, oh look, I'd love a little bit more of a tour, and I've forgotten what Kingston has said, you can click on this little signpost here. So if I click ahead on that, what happens is it just takes you through an automated run through of the key features of each page. So for this particular page, it's going to take me through these tiles. So I can just click on these and it'll highlight what's going on. And once I've finished, I can just end the tour. Now you can then just visit that at any point across different pages of the site, and it'll take you through the different functions and features. If you have something specific or if you want to learn a bit differently, you can click on this little question mark, which is a learning hub. You can click on that and a little drop down menu comes through. So if you're having a question around navigating the VRTY platform, you can click on that you can have a look at how we can then understand the media library. And what you'll see is some content, some little videos, and you can have a bit of a read through. Now we do have a learning hub, which is a separate website. If you want to click on it down here, or if you click on the question mark here, we actually can go back. There's FAQs, and we can actually go to the learning site. So a new tab will open up. This has a student handbook here. There is a guide index, and you can type in the same query, and options will come up for you to have a look at. We are adding to this all the time, and if you do have any suggestions, we'd love to hear from you as well. So I'll go ahead and close that. So I guess the main things from a user's perspective, once you get over the admin orientation, is probably these other little ones down here. So let's go ahead and click on the second menu item, Stories. Now, Stories and Content Contributors are two separate options that we're working on, and eventually we're going to merge these two. But Stories are essentially a bit of a repository, a link through to projects that have been created by some users that we have been working with over the years, or some of the internal team. And so you can see here, I've created a little project that you can go and visit, which is the Journey to Mars. There's a little demo video here from Sarah, and there's also some content from the National Sea Museum. So any of these you can go through and you can click on to experience those projects. So for example, if I want to click on the HMS Endeavour upper deck, it'll actually launch that video, and you can go
Welcome to the upper deck of the HMB Endeavour. We hope you enjoy learning about
You can go through and watch that video, click through, experience, click on the little pop-ups, and you can kind of see how each of the different content creators have approached the way that they'd like their immersive project to come to life. Now, what we're also doing is this additional section, which is the content contributors, where we're starting to group a lot of this together. So we have partners along the top, and so Farm VR is a nice little group of enthusiasts who are in South Australia, and they have put together a virtual tour of an egg farm. So you can go through and have a look, and if you click on that, the actual egg farm will open up, and you can then experience that. They also have links to some of the other things that they're doing. Really great group of people. Now, if I go back to contributors, you can then have a bit of a stalk around. There's some content from the Powerhouse Museum in Sydney. There's also some content from NASA, and we also have permission to publish some content from one of our school partners. And you can see here that they've gone through and created a water cycle project. There's some content. If you click down here, a resource of a water cycle curriculum guide that you can download. And you can also click on projects and go and visit and watch their project as well. We will be continuing to add more to this section as we go through to help give you more ideas and show you what other people are doing. The third one down is projects. Now, projects is then, as you guessed it, all the projects that you in your particular account have created, and you can go back and either share them, edit them, or delete them. You can see here, this is my particular library of projects that I've created. You can see there's a bit of a mixture of businesses and schools, and each project has a little image, shows you the name of the project, and then you've got some little options down the bottom. So if you want to edit a project name, You can do that here. If you want to edit the storyboard or plan the storyboard, you can click on that. If you would like to change the interactions or the markers that you have, there's the option there. To publish and share, you can click on that little icon. We have inbuilt project analytics on every project. And so essentially you can click on this and it will actually show you how many people have viewed your project. If you have different scenes, then it can actually tell you the traffic or that volume by scene. And also it will tell you which of your markers are most popular and which have been triggered. So if you want to come back and then look at that analytics and then try and improve your project, maybe a marker is hidden away and people can't see it, and so that's why they don't click on it. You can move that into a more obvious spot. If you want to clone a project, you can click on that, or if you're not happy with it, or if you're finished with it, you can actually delete the project. Now, one of the other things I want to show you, is the media library. So in another video, a learning video, we're going to come back and we're going to talk about creating a project, and I'll walk you through that easy process. But for this particular orientation, we'll just skip past that and we'll jump into the media library. So I'll jump onto that. Now, this is a really important part of the platform. So this is where all your content needs to be uploaded, and essentially you'll need to grab your media files, your 360 scenes, whether they be for photographs or videos, and you'll need to upload them into your library. Now, there are 3 different types of libraries. So we have a shared library. So the shared library is essentially between other users of your account. So either your classroom, your classmates, or other people within that particular organization. There is My Library, which is your own personal library of content. And then there is also the VRTY library. So as you can see, this is my personal library, and I've got some content in there, and I can also create folders as well to help better manage the media that's there. Now I can access that through the project creation process, and as I go, I can either be adding media files in there, or I can pre-upload everything beforehand to make it nice and quick when I'm building a project. One of the ones that we've been working on is the VRTY Learning Library. And so if I go ahead and click on that, we are again adding lots and lots of content on a regular basis for users. So anyone with a VRTY account can access this, and they can access any of the content within here, and they also have license to use that in any of their projects as well. So if I go ahead and click on one of these folders, you can see that we have, and this particular one is the world. As I start to click through, that there are lots and lots of subfolders, and then I finally get one which is Sydney Beaches. And here you can actually see, and if I click on this, this is Maroubra Beach. And so there's some 360 video content of Maroubra Beach, and there's a few scenes here that you can then use if you'd like to create a scene using this subject matter. As we go through, there's Coogee Beach, if you've ever been to Sydney. It's on the eastern part of the city. We also have Bondi Beach, and we also have some more beaches, mainly on the east coast. We will be going through and adding more as we can. So if there's any content that you'd like, please reach out to us and let us know, and we can see if we can source it for you. Going back to that, we have footage from China, from the Philippines, from Switzerland, from France, Singapore, and also from Rome. As we go back through, there's other categories. There's animals, there's vehicles, there's space. and some miscellaneous. So in your own time, just go through and click on that and explore. Now, one of the other things I did want to point out was this default icons. So you may have seen in some of the previous VRTY learning videos that we'd love to use interactive markers. And so if I go ahead and click on that, we've created a whole heap of different markers for you to use in your projects. So the definitions here is 3D, so three-dimensional black square, 3D gray square, black circle. What else is there? There's a gradient white circle, GIF icons, yellow circle, purple circle. So if I go ahead and click in one of these, so let's go ahead into the gradient white circle, you can see that from a color perspective, there is that gray and it's a gradient. There's the core navigation markers that you would use, and you can feel free to use any of these in your projects. So in one of the next videos, I'll actually show you how to use them, but it's also good to just click through and orientate yourself so you know that if there are some icons that you'd like to use, you can pick those. I'll go ahead and click on some of the GIF ones, which are quite cool. Obviously, with a little bit of movement is also adds to the scene as well. So depending if you'd like the whole experience to be quite static, or if you would like the GIFs to be a little bit more animated with a bit of motion to try and then trigger that recognition from the audience member to interact with your marker. So as you can see, there's 4 pages within this. And again, there's lots of icons that you can choose from. Okay, so for this particular one, that's the library. So as you go through it, I'd go through and explore that. You can also search using particular keywords, see if you can find stuff. So then I guess the other ones really, in terms of a menu on the left-hand side, are probably more for admin users. We do have a VRTY streamer box, which can help schools and also classrooms where internet connection is not great, and it can actually help when you've got 30 or 40 different people all trying to stream at the same time, and you can push it down to a little streamer box. If you are interested in that, please reach out to us and give us a call, and we can talk you through that process. And then the other one is an admin. So if you click on that, as the admin of the school, it will allow you to then manage all the user profiles. So there will be a separate VRTY learning video to go through the admin profile and how to set up accounts and how to invite students and teachers. So look out for that one. So I'll finish off here, and yeah, if you get your user access, log in, have a bit of a look around, and then look out for the next video where I'll take you through creating your first project in VRTY. Thanks.